Who is Satoshi Nakamoto? It's one of the most intriguing mysteries of the internet era, name that echoes through the halls of finance, cryptography, and technology, but one that remains faceless, voiceless, and, to this day, unidentified. The story begins in 2008, just as the world was gripped by a global financial crisis. On a cryptography mailing list, an unknown user with the name Satoshi Nakamoto published a 9-page white paper titled A Peer-to-Peer Electronic Cash System. It's concise, precise, and visionary. The paper outlined a digital currency that could be transferred directly from person to person without the need for a trusted third party. No banks, no governments, just mathematics and code. A few months later, in January 2009, the first Bitcoin software was released, and the world's very first Bitcoins were mined. The network's first block, now known as the Genesis block, contained a cryptic message referencing a headline from The Times. The Times. 3 Jan 2009, Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. Was it a political statement? A timestamp? Or both? From this starting point, Satoshi Nakamoto became far more than just a programmer or cryptographer. Nakamoto became a myth. But who or what is Satoshi Nakamoto? Is it a single visionary, a small group, or even an entire institution working in the shadows? The identity behind the name remains one of digital history's best-kept secrets. Satoshi communicated via emails and forums, always polite, always precise, and always avoiding personal details. There are no confirmed photos, no voice recordings, and no revealing slips, just a consistent textual persona. Satoshi's English is native-like but peppered with subtle British spellings, causing some to speculate a UK origin. Over the years, countless theories have surfaced. And a virtual detective hunt ensued. Some analysts pored over the white paper and Satoshi's forum posts, searching for linguistic clues, patterns, and even time zone hints. Others followed the money, tracing the early movements of Bitcoin's very first coins, many of which still sit untouched, associated with wallets speculatively linked to the founder. Among the most popular suspects is Nick Szabo, a computer scientist who designed BitGold, a precursor to Bitcoin, whose writing style some believe matches Nakamoto's. Yet, Szabo has consistently denied any involvement. Then there's Hal Finney, a renowned cryptographer and one of the first people ever to receive Bitcoin in a transaction from Nakamoto. Finney, too, denied being Satoshi and passed away in 2014, taking any secrets he may have had with him. Other names have surfaced as well. Dorian Nakamoto, an engineer living in California, made headlines after a magazine identified him as Satoshi, but he firmly rejected the claim, insisting he had never even heard of Bitcoin until journalists came to his door. Some have speculated that Satoshi is a collective, reasoning that the technical, economic, and philosophical aspects of Bitcoin's design are unusually broad for just one person. Others think it might be someone working within the government, academia, or even an intelligence agency. But every theory has gaps, and every suspect has alibis or denials. What's even more fascinating is Satoshi's complete withdrawal from the project. In 2010, Nakamoto handed control of the code repository and network alert key to other developers and gradually stopped communicating. By spring 2011, Satoshi's final known email was signed off with the casual line, "I've moved on to other things." Since then, not a coin has moved from addresses believed to belong to Nakamoto, and no new messages have surfaced. Today, the figure of Satoshi Nakamoto isn't just an origin story. It has become central to the mythology of Bitcoin. The coins mined by Nakamoto, an estimated million Bitcoins, sit untouched, valued in the many billions of dollars, and serve almost as a vault of trust at the core of the system. The enduring anonymity is part of Bitcoin's very DNA. It's reinforcing its principles of decentralization, privacy, and freedom from single points of failure or authority. Some view the mystery as poetic justice. By erasing the founder's face and story, Bitcoin has become larger than any one person. There is no cult of personality, no central leader to compromise or corrupt. The myth of Satoshi ensures that Bitcoin remains, in some sense, ownerless, an idea, a protocol, and a movement rather than a brand. Will we ever know who Satoshi Nakamoto truly is? Perhaps not. But maybe that's the point. In a world where identities are increasingly commoditized, and where power often accrues to those at the center, Satoshi's greatest legacy might simply be anonymity itself, a silent witness to one of the most significant technological revolutions of the 21st century.